Let me ask you something, Olivia, and don't answer too quickly. When you speak English, do the words come naturally? Or do they stay stuck somewhere in your head?
Because for a lot of learners, the words are there. But the moment they open their mouth, everything suddenly goes blank.
And what makes this even more frustrating is, these learners aren't beginners.
They've studied English for years. They've memorized vocabulary lists. They've taken notes, used apps, watched videos.
Yet somehow, they still feel like their English isn't moving forward.
If that sounds like you, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not doing anything wrong.
You don't have a vocabulary problem.
You have a learning system problem.
And that's exactly what we're going to fix today.
In this video, we're not going to flood you with difficult words.
We're not going to give you another list that you'll forget in 3 days.
Instead, we'll show you how advanced learners, including IELTS Band 7 and above candidates, actually build vocabulary.
You'll learn how words really work together, how to turn one word into many usable expressions, and how to sound natural without forcing big words.
All examples are at B1 to B2 plus level, and many come directly from common IELTS topics.
So if your goal is to speak more fluently, write more clearly, and finally use the vocabulary you've learned,
this video is for you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Marin English Lab.
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Liam.
On this channel, we focus on practical English, the kind you can actually use in real life and in exams like IELTS.
And in today's video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest challenges for English learners.
How to build your vocabulary the right way.
Not by memorizing more and more words,
but by understanding why most vocabulary learning methods don't work.
So before we show you how to build strong, active vocabulary,
let's start with an important question. Why do most vocabulary learning methods fail?
Let's start with a very simple word. Important.
A word almost everyone knows. You've probably used it hundreds of times.
English is important. Education is important. Vocabulary is important.
And grammatically, there's nothing wrong with these sentences.
But here's the question. Do they sound advanced?
Do they sound like Band 7 English?
Not really.
And the problem is not the word itself.
The problem is that learners stop too early.
Here's something most learners are never told.
A word is not a unit.
A word is part of a network.
Let's make this clear with an example.
Take the word improve.
You learned this word a long time ago. But knowing the meaning is only the first step.
You know it means to make something better. Now listen carefully to how this word actually works in real English.
We don't just say improve and stop.
We say improve skills, improve performance, improve efficiency, significantly improve, gradually improve over time.
Notice something important here.
The word hasn't changed, but its power has.
In IELTS Writing Task 2, examiners don't reward rare vocabulary.
They reward accurate and flexible use.
Compare these two sentences. Now listen to this.
Education is important. Education plays a crucial role in improving people's skills and job prospects.
Same idea.
Completely different level.
Now let's do what most learners don't do.
Let's put vocabulary into real situations.
Imagine you're talking about your English learning journey.
Most people say, I want to improve my English.
That's fine. But it's vague.
Now listen to these alternatives.
I want to improve my fluency. I want to improve my pronunciation. I want to improve my academic vocabulary.
Each sentence is clearer. Each one sounds more confident.
Let's slow down and analyze one sentence. I'm trying to improve my fluency by practicing speaking every day.
This sentence works because the verb is clear. The goal is specific. The structure is natural.
This is exactly what Band 7 English sounds like.
So by now, one thing should be clear.
Vocabulary is not about learning more words.
It's about learning how words connect, how they behave, and how they fit into real situations.
And in the next part of this video, we'll show you how to organize vocabulary by IELTS topics, so you never feel lost again when a new question appears. Alright, let's keep going.
Up to this point, we've talked about how vocabulary works as a system, not as isolated words.
But there's a question many learners still have.
What should I actually learn?
Exactly. Because English feels endless.
And that's why many people give up, not because English is difficult, but because they don't know where to focus.
So in this part, we're going to make vocabulary feel manageable.
We'll show you how advanced learners organize vocabulary by topic, especially for IELTS speaking and writing.
Let's be honest for a moment.
Many learners open a vocabulary app and just learn whatever appears next.
One day it's food. The next day it's business. Then technology. Then emotions.
And none of it connects.
That's why it doesn't stick. Advanced learners do the opposite.
They group vocabulary around ideas, not pages.
Let's start with one of the most common IELTS topics. Education.
Almost everyone feels confident with this topic. But that confidence is often misleading.
Because learners rely on the same basic words. School, teacher, student, study. Useful, but limited.
Here's how Band 7 learners think. They don't ask, what vocabulary should I memorize?
They ask, what ideas do I need to express? So let's break education into core ideas.
For example, the purpose of education, the quality of education, practical skills versus academic knowledge, equal access to education.
Each idea creates its own vocabulary system. Let's start simple. Most learners say, education is important. And then they stop.
But Band 7 answers don't stop there.
Instead of important, think about why it's important.
Does education help people get jobs? Does it develop skills? Does it prepare students for real life?
Here are some verbs Band 7 learners use naturally. Equip. Prepare. Enable. Develop.
Now listen to this sentence. Education equips students with essential skills for the workplace.
That already sounds more advanced.
Let's slow down for a moment.
This sentence isn't advanced because of difficult words.
It's advanced because of collocations.
Equip someone with something. Essential skills. The workplace.
These word combinations are extremely common in Band 7 writing and speaking.
Now let's take it one step further.
IELTS examiners love development.
Not short answers.
Not memorized phrases. A well-designed education system equips students with essential skills, which significantly improves their employability.
Let's break it down.
Relative clause. Clear cause and effect. Formal but natural tone.
This is textbook Band 7.
Now let's talk about a trap many learners fall into.
They try to sound academic.
And they end up sounding unnatural.
Education facilitates the maximization of intellectual capacity.
This sounds impressive. But it doesn't sound real.
IELTS examiners can feel that immediately.
Education helps students develop critical thinking skills.
Clear. Natural. Effective.
Another thing Band 7 learners do well is flexibility.
They don't repeat the same word again and again.
They rephrase naturally.
Instead of repeating important, try. Plays a vital role. Is essential. Has a significant impact.
Listen to this sentence. Teachers play a vital role in shaping students' attitudes. Now let's move to IELTS speaking part 2.
This is where topic-based vocabulary really helps.
Sample question. Describe a subject you enjoyed studying at school.
A weak answer might sound like this. I liked English because it is important.
Now listen to a stronger version. I particularly enjoyed studying English because it helped me develop communication skills, which are extremely useful in both my studies and my future career.
Same topic.
Much better control.
Let's add one more layer. Phrasal verbs, but only where they fit. No forcing.
Useful, safe phrasal verbs. Pick up skills. Fall behind. Keep up with. Work on something.
Example.
At first, I struggled, but over time I picked up the skills I needed.
That sounds fluent, not flashy.
Let's make this practical.
Here's a simple system you can actually follow.
Each day. Choose one IELTS topic. Identify 2 core ideas. Learn collocations, not single words. Create 1 speaking sentence and 1 writing sentence.
That's enough.
Consistency beats intensity.
So now you know how to organize vocabulary. You know how to build it by topic.
But there's still one big challenge. Why do some learners still sound basic, even with good vocabulary?
In the final part of this video, we'll show you what's really holding them back, and how to finally break into Band 7 and beyond. Alright, Olivia, we've talked about what vocabulary is and how to learn it effectively. Now comes the most important question.
Yes, the question every learner secretly asks. How do I actually use all these words, without freezing? Here's a hard truth, Liam. Knowing a word does not mean you own it.
Exactly. You only truly own a word when you can use it naturally, flexibly, and correctly without translating in your head.
And that's where many learners get stuck at B1 or B2 level.
So in this part, we're going to show you how to move from passive vocabulary to active, IELTS-ready vocabulary.
Let's start with something simple but powerful, situational learning.
Instead of learning random words, learn vocabulary inside a real-life situation.
For example, the situation, workplace pressure.
Here are some common IELTS Band 7 A-level words learners often see, but rarely use well. Overwhelming means too much to handle. Tight deadline, very little time to finish. Burned out, mentally and physically exhausted. Cope with, manage a difficult situation. Workload, amount of work assigned.
Now watch how these words come alive in context.
The workload has been overwhelming recently, and I'm struggling to cope with the tight deadlines.
That sentence alone already sounds Band 7.
Because it's natural, not memorized.
Now let's talk about something learners either love or absolutely fear.
Phrasal verbs.
Here's the truth. IELTS doesn't test rare phrasal verbs. It tests common phrasal verbs used naturally.
Phrasal verbs for stress and work. Deal with means handle a problem. Take on, accept responsibility. Fall behind, fail to keep up. Catch up, reach the same level. Burn out, become exhausted. Let's build a short, realistic dialogue.
Go for it.
I've taken on too many tasks recently, and I'm starting to burn out.
Perfect. Notice how burnout replaces long explanations like become extremely tired and stressed over time.
That's the power of phrasal verbs, simple, natural, native-like.
Now, Liam, this is where many advanced learners lose marks.
Yes, collocations.
You may know the words, but native speakers expect them to appear together. Common collocations, Band 7+. Make progress. Take responsibility. Heavy workload. Serious problem.
Let's compare 2 answers. Answer A, Band 6. I have many problems at work and a lot of work. Answer B, Band 7+. I'm facing several serious problems at work due to a heavy workload.
Same idea, totally different level. Now here's a strategy top scorers use.
Instead of learning one word, build a word family and idea network.
Core word, improve. Related forms. Improve, verb. Improvement, noun. Improved, adjective. Significantly improve. Improve efficiency. Improve performance. And now let's put it into IELTS-style sentences.
This policy has significantly improved working conditions. Regular practice leads to noticeable improvement in fluency.
That's academic, natural, and exam-ready.
Alright, let's bring our viewers in.
Yes, pause the video and try this.
Complete the sentence naturally. Recently, I've been struggling to cope with. One way to improve my vocabulary is to. If I don't manage my workload well, I might. No writing. Just speak.
Fluency comes from using, not memorizing.
So today, we didn't just talk about vocabulary.
We showed you how vocabulary becomes real communication.
From situations, to phrasal verbs, to collocations, to full, natural sentences.
And that's exactly what IELTS examiners listen for.
Alright, Olivia, before we wrap up, let's slow down for a moment.
Yes. Because if you remember just one thing from this video, it should be this.
Vocabulary is not about how many words you know.
It's about how confidently you can use the words you already know.
Many learners feel stuck at B1 or B2 level, not because they lack vocabulary,
but because they keep collecting words instead of connecting them.
Connecting words to situations, emotions, real conversations.
That's how vocabulary moves from your notebook into your speaking.
Let's quickly recap what we covered today.
Learn vocabulary in context, not in isolation. Focus on collocations, not single words. Use common phrasal verbs to sound natural. Turn one word into a vocabulary network. Speak early, speak imperfectly, but speak often.
If you follow these steps consistently, your vocabulary will grow automatically.
Here's something most channels won't tell you.
You don't need more vocabulary right now. You need to activate the vocabulary you already have.
And activation comes from daily, small, realistic practice, not from memorizing 50 new words a day. Before you leave, here's a simple challenge. Pause the video and answer this out loud.
What is one situation in your daily life where you can use English vocabulary more actively? Work? Study? Travel? Or daily conversations? Say it. Don't think. Just speak.
Learning English as an adult is not easy. But feeling stuck doesn't mean you're failing.
It means you're one strategy away from breaking through. And today, you learned that strategy.
If this video helped you understand vocabulary in a new way, please give it a like. It tells YouTube that this lesson is worth sharing.
Subscribe to the channel for more real English, real situations, and IELTS-focused practice. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next lesson.
We'd also love to hear from you.
Comment below. What word or phrase from today's lesson will you start using this week?
We read your comments, and we design future lessons based on them.
So that's today's lesson on how to build your vocabulary more effectively.
We hope this video helped you see vocabulary learning in a clearer, more practical way.
You've been watching Marin English Lab.
With me, Olivia.
And Liam. Thanks for learning with us.